Picture the 1930s, breadlines, shuttered factories, and the global economy doing a spectacular nosedive. Historians call it the Great Depression. I call it that time everyone learned the hard way that trade wars are a bad idea. Now fast forward to today. Trump's new tariffs on almost everything imported are giving economists that same cold sweat feeling. And no, it's not from bad coffee. The numbers are painting a picture with some eerily familiar brushstrokes and, spoiler alert, this painting doesn't have a happy little tree anywhere. So, are we about to binge-watch the worst economic sequel in history? Let's grab the receipts. Trump kicked things off with a 10% baseline tariff on nearly all goods entering the U.S., then cranked up the rates on certain products and countries like a kid discovering the max volume button. The sales pitch? Protect American jobs and industries. The reality? Your wallet is losing weight faster than a Hollywood crash diet. JP Morgan says these tariffs could bump core inflation by 0.2 to 0.3 percentage points. Sounds tiny until you realize that's like saying your house is only filling up with water an inch at a time. Over time, Penn Wharton predicts the damage could cost a middle-income household about $22,000 over a lifetime. Big-ticket items are also in the splash zone. Toyota warned that auto tariffs are highly disruptive. Translation: get ready to pay more for your next car, and no, it won't even come with a free sunroof. Jobs? Manufacturing was supposed to boom, but instead, the sector's been dropping positions. One analyst compared it to fine sand in the gears of the economy. And nothing says confidence in the system like the sound of grinding metal. JP Morgan has already shaved 0.3 percentage points off their 2025 GDP growth forecast just from tariff uncertainty. Penn Wharton's model predicts these policies could shrink GDP by 6% over time. That's the economic equivalent of a diet that cuts out your paycheck's favorite food group. Speaking of paychecks, real wages could drop 5% in the long run, meaning your salary buys less, while prices climb like they're training for Everest. Unemployment? Expected to creep up to 5.3%. Yes, a few niche industries might get a temporary sugar rush, but the come down? Oh, it's coming. If you like no-nonsense breakdowns with a dash of sarcasm, hit subscribe before the algorithm decides tariffs aren't engaging enough and buries this video. Let's talk smoot-hawley. Back in 1930, lawmakers hiked tariffs on thousands of goods. Other countries retaliated faster than a cat seeing a cucumber. The result? Global trade collapsed by about 65%, and the Great Depression went from bad to grab your grandma's silver, wear toast. Today, the parallels are uncomfortable. Trading partners are clapping back with their own tariffs. U.S. exports are projected to drop. Consumer prices are already creeping up. Now, economists say this won't be a 1930s-style, fall-off-a-cliff situation. Our financial system has more guardrails now. But think of it like this. Just because the Titanic had lifeboats doesn't mean you want to hit the iceberg. So, are these tariffs causing the next Great Depression? The data says no, but with a giant asterisk and a side-eye emoji. We're not facing a sudden collapse, but we are looking at a slow-motion squeeze. Higher prices, lower wages, weaker growth. The ghost of the 1930s isn't here to scare us into breadlines tomorrow. It's here to remind us what happens when a country mistakes isolation for strength. And if history is a teacher, this lesson comes with a really expensive final exam. What's your take? Are you seeing prices climb in your own life? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe before this economic horror story gets a sequel.